welcome back. If you know me, my name is Ashley, or you can call me Cordash. You're watching Cordash TV. So if you want to see me go from off-duty model to on-duty model, stay tuned.
Understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. Shutting shit down in the mall. It's Sunday, cause
So, first things first, I'm going to put like eyebrow glue. What? Eyelash glue on my eyebrows. It's basically to like ensure that my eyebrows stay in a position that I want when I start filling them in. So you basically going to put a little bit, wait for like a few seconds for it to get tacky, and then you're going to try to brush once upwards in whatever direction. If you play in the eyebrow, why the fuck am I saying eyebrow? In the eyelash glue too much, it's going to make a mud, honestly, on your eyebrow, and you don't want that because at the end your makeup will look a hot mess. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Yeah, I'm making sure that it's dry, and then I'm going in with my eyebrow pencil, and I'm just filling in anywhere that I can see my skin. So I'm not going to do too much at the front of the brow, only at the bottom, at the front, and then on the tail. See? And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So as soon as I'm done doing that, I'm going to ensure that I get the concealer that is at least 2 shades lighter than I am. Unfortunately, the one that I have in the video is not. It's like 1 shade, and then when you blend it, the thing looks like my skin, which is quite annoying. And then I'm going to take a flat brush, coat the flat brush. Don't just put a little bit on one side, put on both sides, and then go and outline the bottom of my brow. I will not be doing the top of my brow because the makeup look that I'm doing here it's not like too glam, but it's glam enough. Like it's something that you can achieve in like 30 minutes if you know what you're doing, honestly. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to ensure that it's straight in front, and then send it all the way to the end of the brow, to the tail of the brow. And then I'm going to ensure that there's also concealer at the bottom, so that when I have to blend out my concealer, it's not like I dragging the product down. I'll just be buffing or blending out where the concealer stops. Okay, so it's like halfway, almost on my eyelid, as you can see. Perfect. And then I'm going to do the other side. Again, coat your brush in concealer because you don't want to be dragging concealer under your eye and making like a gap. And then when you try and blend that out and the concealer dry down, it's looking a hot mess. Flashback, patchy makeup, we don't want that. Under your eye looking like a rainbow because you drag the product in 2 lines instead of giving it like an even base at the bottom. Also, that same concealer you will be using on your eyelid if you do eyeshadow, or if you're doing like a mute eye look. Yeah, so now I'm going to take a wet beauty sponge, beauty blender. This one is like from Real Techniques. It's like 15 EC. How much US, I don't know. Go on the currency converter, find out for yourself. And then I'm going to put concealer under my eye in that same color that's supposed to be 2 shades. Down the bridge of my nose that I barely have because the bridge of my nose is non-existent, and then on my forehead. I almost forget my forehead. Oh, okay, no. So this is a darker concealer, which is close to my shade or is my shade, and I'm going to put it on the outside of under my eye so that it creates a good gradient when you blend it out. As you can see, I did not put foundation first. So foundation is going to come after we blend out that concealer, and I'm not going to put foundation on my forehead. So watch me blend and how seamless it is because of the concealer on the outside. So I'm patting very, very lightly, and I'm not dragging the product outwards. I'm literally trying to just blend out everything and ensuring that it stays where I put it. See? So under my eye is not as bright, but the corners of my eye are as bright as I want them to because of the lighter concealer that I put on the center. And because of the darker one, it creates that perfect, almost flawless gradient on the outside because of the darker one that we put on the outside. On my chin, the skin on my chin is lighter, is darker, so I'm not going to do that whole gradient thing because that's not going to make no sense because my chin is a little darker than the rest of my face. And then on top of the eyebrows, try to blend it outwards because we're going to go back in with our powder at the end into our hairline. So just try and blend it as far as possible, but not into your hairline. Now we're doing our nose. Try and keep it where it is and just blend. Blend. Do not drag it outwards because you have to come back and contour. See, I'm taking out any concealer that left, like the middle of my, underneath my eye and the middle of my nose, so that I can come back and contour. Now we put in the foundation. The foundation, I don't really like a lot of foundation, which is why I didn't put foundation on the entirety of my face. I'm just putting a little on my cheeks and then around my mouth, and then like on the sides of my nose where that didn't get any concealer. Again, I'm not putting foundation on my forehead. So we blend in. This brush is like a flat brush. I got it on Amazon years ago. So I don't know the name. It's not that deep. Just look for a brush that looks similar to this one. It's flat. I think it's called a stippling brush, if I'm correct. Yeah, so you see I'm trying and put foundation on the side of my nose and then on the rest of my face. But again, I'm not putting any on my forehead. So you can see the gap on my forehead between the concealer and my hairline, but we're going to fill that in. Now we're taking Sacha Buttercup Famous and we're going to set. We're not going to bake yet. We're just going to set wherever we put concealer. So I'm taking that same wet beauty blender, dusting it off, and then setting under my eye first. So look up and press it down into the concealer, and it's basically going to disappear, but it's going to mattify under your eye. And later on, we're going to come back and bake. Yeah, so same thing to the other side. Then we're going to go to my chin. Oh, I'm putting concealer on my eyelid. I'm assuming I forgot. So I'm going to put on my eyelid, use the other side of the beauty blender, blend it out on my eyelid, and then set it. I guess since we're setting everything. Yeah, so blending with the same wet beauty blender. Blend on my eye. If you use a dry beauty blender, it's basically going to absorb all the product that you put on your eye. If you use a wet one, the sponge is already it's already moist basically with water, so it's not going to absorb or take away any product on your face. So it's just going to blend out what you have on your face without absorbing foundation or concealer. Yeah, so we're baking, well, not baking, we're setting chin, we set the eyes under the eye, and then now I think I'm going to set my forehead, because remember we did put we're setting my smile lines because I smile and I cheese a lot, so I end up with smile lines when I go out. If I go in the bathroom, I'll be like, oh my god, smile lines. And you know how smile lines just make you look like a granny. So I'm setting my smile lines. I haven't found anything that actually works with getting rid of smile lines, so that's just what I do for now until I find whatever it is. Now I'm going to set the rest of my face with a pressed powder that is the same color as my foundation. Do not put anything that's too light on the rest of your face. You will give casket ready, so don't do that. Yeah, so everywhere I put foundation, I'm going to put the pressed powder. Everywhere I put concealer, I'm going to put Sasha and just set. Then that square sponge means we're going back in and we're going to bake. I really hope you cannot hear my fan in the background because that would be so embarrassing. But whatever, I'm a hot girl, literally. Yeah, so we baking under my eyes, under my eyes. We baking under my eyes. Yeah, side of my nose up until you see where I stop is where I'm going to start, like the contour for my nose. So I'm not going to go past it because it will have too much powder and the contour will not have anything to stick to. So that's where I'm going. And then on my forehead, again, I put concealer on my forehead. So I'm going to set it like normal. Well, this time we bake like normal. Now we baking the nose highlight. Perfect. Double check the baking under the eyes, and then we're going to cut like my cheeks. I think no, not yet. I think I have to contour first. Yeah, so since we have powder everywhere set already, we're going to go in with contour. So I have a Cover FX palette. I will double check what shade it is, and everything is going to be like in the description box, so you can double check if you want to buy it. That's your prerogative.
If you want to be a buller, that's his prerogative.
We're going to basically contour your cheekbone, and we're going to drag the powder upwards. Do not put it down. You will look like you depressed about something, and we're not depressed. I mean, we might be, but we're not looking depressed. We're looking good, okay? We're gonna be runway ready. Same thing on the other side. Check the waves in the hair. I Indian, man. Jokes. I might be. Not your business anyway. So we put in yeah, so see, I didn't put foundation on my forehead, so now I'm going to take a heavy hand of contour and put it on my forehead where we did not put foundation, because honestly, your forehead, if your forehead as extensive as mine, it will be taking a lot of sun, so it's going to be darker. If you go and you put foundation on that and the foundation not the same color, where your hairline and the foundation stop, just going to look like you have a mask, and that's not good. So just use contour. That always works for me, and I do look casket ready. Even with the flash on your phone and you take flash photography, it still looks good. And then around my chin, then on the side of my nose, I'm just going to pinch the brush and take it down my nose, my non-existent nose bridge, but it's there because I have a nose. Okay, thank you. Under my nose. So everything is really with a light hand, unless you're doing something crazy. So then this brush, I'm going to take more contour, go down in and then into my eye to like bring up the nose contour into something else. Because if you have a nose contour that's just going up and it's stopping, that's just going to look weird. Your nose connects to the rest of your face through your eyes and your forehead. So that's where we're going to contour, because we're going to make the thing look like you were born with a face of makeup. See? Yeah, so now we're cutting the contour with baking. So we're going to put some heavy powder, well, heavy sachet buttercup powder underneath the contour to cut your jawline. Make you look like Bella on the runway, or Gigi. Yes, right. And then again, just going over the forehead because we did contour there. So I just passing back with the powder to ensure that it looks good. Sorry, I almost break my leg this. So that's the same brush that I was contouring with. I'm just going to go back wherever I contoured and put another coat. Make sure that you can see the contour. But guys, again, do not be too heavy-handed with the products, because one mistake, one strike, and you're out. And then your makeup just mess up for the rest of the night, and you're looking a hot mess. So this is finishing powder. It comes in the same FX palette. I'm just going to take a lot of it and use it all over my face. I'm not going to say and because you all know where I'm from, and I'm not going to pretend and yank for y'all on the people YouTube. How is me? I don't have time for that. Yeah, so we're taking that same contour and we're going to use it as like a crease color for your eye. Yes, because remember we put powder there and we don't want to be looking ashy. Ashy is not cute. I don't think ashy will ever be cute. And then I'm just going to drag it outwards. Yeah, it will add to my contour. There we go. And blend, people, blend. Take your time. If I can achieve that in 30 minutes, you'll be good. Don't rush. I think I took off the tail of my eyebrow, so I'm just brushing it a little bit. And then I'm going to define it by adding a little bit of concealer to carve out my eyebrow, since we did that contour. And then we're going to blend it out with the tip of my ring finger. Just a light tap. Yeah, so my eyebrow has reappeared. There we go. So now, since all that powder is on our face, we are going to set. I'm going to set my face with a regular setting spray. See? And then we're going to set again later, but with a mattifying setting spray, because I get very oily. So protect the edges, pal. Since the way my forehead shape, I cannot do makeup with a hair tie. I have to take it out, try and protect my edges, and then come back and spray. So we're going in with the same beauty blender, but on the side where it doesn't have any product, and we're going to press in the setting spray into all that powder we put everywhere. Again, that also helps with the flashback. So you're making sure that the powder has melted into whatever you put on your face. You're going to allow it to dry down, and then you're going to go in with highlighter. This little pink thing, every time I post with it, people ask me what it is. It's a fan. I found it on an IG ad, and I click it and I buy the fan. The fan take almost 6 weeks. I even say it's from China, or drop shipping the person was doing, because you can't tell me a fan taking so long to reach. But that's not the point. So highlight. So I'm using a very fluffy brush that is used for blush also, and I'm highlighting. So this gives a very, very light highlight. So I'm going to put it on my forehead, because I like to highlight my forehead, because it's there already, so why try to hide it? It's there, just highlight it, it will look good. And then I'm going in for focus, like a smaller brush, and focusing the highlight exactly where I want. So it just basically gives you the look of skin. So under the brow, forehead again, and then my chin, and then now a smaller brush. I'm going to highlight the smaller areas on my face. So my nose picture doesn't exist. We're going to make it appear. There it is. The tip of my nose. People still highlight there because I do. Sorry. Under my brow, very lightly. And then my chin. Perfect. Look at that. Wow. Turn up. Okay, so this is the matte setting spray. Cover the edges, people, and then spray. There we go. Then when it dries down, we looking like skin. So I guess I'm getting rid of stuff while this dries. Next is eyeliner. So I usually put like black. I only recently started doing that, but I don't like eyeliner honestly, because tomorrow morning when you wake up you're looking like a raccoon, and that in itself does piss me off, but it is what it is. You look hot for the night, tomorrow nobody not seeing you looking like a raccoon or looking like Amy Winehouse. So rest her soul, let people for it. And then mascara. So my lashes, y'all, I do not wear fake eyelashes. I cannot put them. I'm not interested in putting them. If I do put them, I have a strong feeling I will not like them, because the one time I did put them, I felt like I was involuntarily falling asleep, because them lashes was just forcing my eyes to close, and I just could not do it. Sorry to say. So mascara will always be a go-to for me, because my lash is long. Once I put the little mascara, you swear it's eyelash extensions. That pal give me big room. There we go. And then my bottom lashes are also long, so when I put mascara there, y'all will see them. So basically, we almost runway ready, because the world is our runway. Okay? As an it girl, a hot girl. I'm not really a hot girl. I pretending to be a hot girl, but you know already. Pretending. Fake it till you make it. I will have my man at home. Sorry. Yeah, so the mascara routine thing in a little while. Yes, you see that? Eyelashes. I don't need the one in the packet. I don't know why I just dance like a white girl, y'all. Sorry. Again, making sure the contour is snatched. Just a little touch up. Because I feel like once like the outside of your makeup not good, you're going to look like you have a mask. And when that light flash, that's not going to be good. And I'm not going to pretend like I've had the flashback pictures. When you feel you're looking good, you take a picture and you're there saying, oh my god, jump scare. You cannot escape, you cannot come out. Once the picture take, you're not looking good, that's it. Especially if it's not you that take the picture and the picture not on your phone. It's a wrap. You don't know if they will post it because they're looking good and you're not looking good. Okay, so the blush, apples of your cheek, as usual. Yeah, I'm talking so much I lose the spot of where I am. That's true. Yes, apple of your cheek. Put the blush with the same brush that we were highlighting with, and now we're going to put our lip liner. So my lip liner, I will not overline, but you will put the lip liner like ever so slightly off the outside of your lip, but we're not overlining because we black hair. Our lips good. See, bottom lip. If I had to overline my bottom lip, my lip will be my chin pal, and we don't want that. And a little bit of NYX. I don't know what the name of that NYX butter gloss is, but it's alright. I can only wear it with lip liner because it's a little too white girl pink for me. But NYX Butter Gloss is best thing on your lips. That's the best lip gloss ever. After the one I'm going to put next, eh? The best and the cheapest. Well, not the cheapest, but almost. Yummy. Now, this lip gloss, best lip gloss, $7. 7 EC. According to a lady I was working with, 7 ECs. I don't know where she get the S. She put it on EC, but it's EC. It's not ECS, okay? And look at me. Mama, I good.
Nothing story, no story. I don't want to have no story. I want my head to be at ease.